As of today, Sunday, October 23rd, Team 365 is completely on track with our timeline provided by our Gantt chart that we made at the beginning of this project. Our original plan was to have our prototyping completely done by the beginning of November and start running our final tests through mid-November. However, we have decided to extend our prototyping timeline a little bit into mid-November, and our Gantt chart allows us to do that. We ensured that we built in some extra time in case prototyping took a little bit longer. And the reason that we're able to do this is we're going to start running some of our final tests, such as ensuring that the tasks that we've already completed, such as getting the robot to walk straight and rotate and things of that nature, we're going to continue to run those tests while we are also working on implementing new functionalities such as the claw, the ability to pick up objects, as well as following the straight lines and dotted lines.
Alright, so one of the first things that we updated was that we adjusted the leg so that now we can walk over uneven terrain. As well, it wouldn't walk straight in the first demo, but we adjusted it so I can walk straight now.
We've also added a distance sensor at the front, as shown in the following video. When we put a piece of paper or another object in front of the robot, it will stop, it'll break. For the next status update, we plan to have our robot be able to follow the uneven lines, as well as the solid black line and the dotted lines. We have the code in progress for the solid lines and the dotted lines, and we're trying to figure out the best places to affix the color sensors to the front of the robot to make it so that it won't tip over, as the front is a little bit heavier than the back. But we definitely want to have that done by the next status update.
Here we have a list of all of the requirements of tasks that the robot should be able to perform by our final demo. A few of them are in progress as of right now. We are working on the code to get the robot to do line following, but the reason that this is not finalized is because we are also simultaneously working on the claw mechanism, and we are working on them both at the same time because we're trying to figure out the best place to put each of the sensors as well as the claw in order to make the robot not too heavy at the front and tip over, while also still be able to precisely follow the lines. We're trying to make sure that none of the parts of the robot get in the way of one another, and we're just trying to design the most optimal way to do that. But we are on track, and once the color sensors are on, this will have completed most of the requirements, and then it will just be some finalizing of the code and tweaking a little bit to ensure that the robot is able to do all of the certain individual tasks required.